Capricorn, the person on your mind is weeping. They are literally crying about this situation with you because of some sort of wasted time. There was a misalignment, a lack of direction, or unfulfilled potential that they feel regretful about. Let's see what else Spirit wants to say about this. They're walking a lone path right now, needing to take time out or be on your own for a little while. There's a lot of silence between the two of you. And they just feel like this was not in alignment at that time. And I think they're having a lot of regrets about not following through with things with you. So Capricorn, this person is dealing with a wound that caused misalignment in this situation, that caused this unfulfilled potential because they're needing to heal a conditional love wound. So it says, showing up as a belief that love must be earned through achievements or meeting expectations, causing perfectionism and a constant need for validation. It may lead to difficulty accepting love freely and fears it will be withdrawn if conditions aren't met. The healing involves embracing self-worth and learning to receive love unconditionally. So they were just not able to receive your love, and now they're walking along this lone path. And it's this very, very dark energy. I'm feeling the moon. I'm feeling the moon energy. They feel very powerless. They feel very isolated. They feel guilty. And, you know, they're needing to kind of be in this place where they feel this fully. I'm learning how to love myself now, thanks to you. My guides told me to pull from the Naked Truth deck. It's your relationship with them that is causing them to unearth this. And now they need to hermit. They need to hermit for a while. They need to think about what this means for their life. And they need to take time to learn how to love themselves. I'm hearing, I needed to lose you to love me. I think it's Selena Gomez. What energy is this person in right now, Capricorn? I feel like they're holding on to the past still, actively crying. 6 of Wands. 5 of Swords. Okay. Well, they're moving past this initial stage, it looks like then. Learning how to love myself thanks to you. So I feel like they're having victory over some of these feelings here. They're trying to understand how this love in the past was conditional, right? They were dealing with energies in their past, maybe in their childhood, maybe in their past relationships where things weren't fair, things weren't on the up and up. People weren't fighting fair, especially with this card. It's about not fighting fair, fighting to win, right? And if they weren't doing what these people told them that they were supposed to be doing in order to earn this conditional love, then they were worthless, then they weren't worth anything. But I feel like that's changing with you. Okay, so this 6 of Wands is about victory over that. They're trying to move past this energy. Now, we'll find out more because it's either going to go one of two ways. One, they really are fully addressing this and they're really working through this as they're in this darker energy here. Or two, this is a facade of them saying, I'm gonna do better for myself because I want to be with you and I have all of these things, right? And so, you know, we're not really sure, but we have the Fool and the Chariot underneath. So the Fool is all about taking a chance, taking a leap, doing a trust fall, right? And then the Chariot is about taking control, making a choice, choosing a path, having victory. So I would tend to believe, because we have 2 victory cards here and then a lot of vulnerability, that this person actually is getting into that energy. Okay, so we have Cancer, Aquarius, energy so far that are the strongest here. Okay, so what energy does this person, Capricorn, see you in right now? 9 of Pentacles. I'm not going to take, I think there's like 4 cards, but I'm going to take just this one off the top. 9 of Pentacles. They see you as taking care of yourself. So again, with energy being vice versa or interchangeable, you've learned how to love yourself, okay? And there's some kind of mirror energy. Whatever happened between the 2 of you, they see you taking care of you, right? And you were the one left out in the cold. You were the one with these broken pentacles. You were the one left with nothing. But they also saw, like in this 5 of Pentacles, someone being helpful, someone helping others. And I think that they saw you as helping them too. And it wasn't until they experienced this type of loving, beautiful, Mother Mary, Mother Magdalene type energy that I think that they see you in, where you had been treated in certain ways as well, which they were able to recognize that you were still giving, you were still loving, you were still taking care of yourself, and you were putting the mask on yourself first, and you were understanding all of these things that they had yet to overcome. Okay? Quite yet. Okay? So I'm seeing this wagon in the back. I'm seeing this wagon in the back where they're going up this huge, huge hill. And I feel like that's the path that they're going on right now. Okay? So this has taken a long time to get here. They, start with the horse pulling the cart, and then, they're continuing on this journey. And this horse, now he's just got the horse. He had to drop all the crap that was on the cart, all of this baggage, all of this stuff that was coming with him. And he's got like 1 pentacle left here, hanging on his little stick here. Okay, so along the way, he dropped some things. He's dropping baggage as he goes, he or she, right? I'm just talking about who I'm seeing in the picture here. And, precariously trying to navigate through this entire journey. Appears to be the same journey that this person continues to walk on. And you can see how it's progressing through the cards. Okay, and so it has required this person to do a lot. But Capricorn, you're the Empress here. And again, I think that this person is learning how to do these things, is learning how to love themselves again through the love that you give yourself and others, through the way that you treat other people. And it's beautiful energy, because what the Empress provides is unconditional love. She or he loves without condition. And so it's the opposite of all of these things. So they saw it as the opposite. They don't have to meet an expectation. They don't have to be perfect. They don't need constant validations. You accept love freely and you give it freely without fear. And you aren't withdrawing it if these conditions aren't met. Because you embrace self-worth and you embrace their worth. Right? Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. So what don't you see in the situation, Capricorn? What don't you see? And we're seeing a lot of like pentacle energy, of course, right? That's Capricorn energy. So this has all been surrounding your energy. What don't you see, Capricorn? There we go. Now, these are coming up in sideways position. They landed exactly in sideways position. If they would have landed like this, I would have taken them in reverse. If they would have landed like this, I would have taken them in upright. But they're showing up in sideways position. So for me, sideways position with the King of Cups and the Page of Pentacles is about someone who has held emotions in, who's getting ready to send a message, who's getting ready to talk to you about the things that they have learned, because the Page of Pentacles is a student. So in the sideways position, right, this is movement, this direction. So this would be the King of Cups getting ready to open up their heart, getting ready to really spill their emotions out. This is someone who's held their emotions in probably their entire life, probably since they were a child. Pages are children. And this lone path that they're on, again, you can see this is the same coloring here. This mountain that they're climbing, what's at the top of it is what they're finding within their own inner child wounding right here. Okay, so they're currently in this process. They're working through this energy. They're trying to have victory over this past. And they are currently working on that. Now, Four of Wands is in the underneath here. So this is what you guys are together. What they're recognizing this is unconditional love, right? And this can be a surprise. So with it, when it's in the what you don't see category, I think this person's emotions are just going to gush when they finally come back and they tell you everything. Once they feel safe, whenever that point is. And they do want this. They do want to up-level this. They do want to change. And Page of Swords, yeah. I think that the way that they express it to you is going to be very unexpected and somewhat abrupt. Like, and you know, like it's going to start with a small message. Because again, I feel like this person, having gone through this entire lone path and feeling like this was a wasted venture, was a misalignment, all this other stuff, they're still going to come in a little bit, you know, not in like energy where they're immediately wanting to be vulnerable. But what they're really wanting underneath, of course, is this Four of Wands energy. So let's see where we're going. My guides just said the page is, to pull it out again. Okay. My guide said the page is holding their sword up to say, hooray. Yeah, the Hangman. Having a different change of perspective, but it requires a sacrifice. Okay? So there's more to the story. And this Hangman is covering up their heart. And again, I'm having throat chakra come up. They have to express this. This is going to be difficult. This is going to be challenging. That's why it's going to come out in this page type energy, okay? Okay, all right. Now I can move to the next round. What's going to be happening over the next 30 to 60 days for this lone path energy for Capricorn? Look, we have on the split, there's the moon. I was talking about the moon. Working on healing. Working on these old wounds from the past, the wounds that still bleed, the wounds that still affect the way that they view relationships and the way that they treat others and how they're able to accept or not accept love. And it's a very lonely but necessary path for them to be in that energy because they have to learn this lesson themselves. This is not someone else loving them enough to be able to get through it. Seven of Pentacles. Ten of Cups. Five of Wands. Eight of Wands. Okay. So they're walking towards their star on this lone path. And if you get to the star energy, you've been through a tower, okay? But this energy here is somebody who's investing in themselves a little bit every day. This pentacle here is the same as this pentacle here. So they're taking what they have learned, okay, to create the end of this cycle, the end of this chapter here, and it includes happiness. And in this depiction, this is people relaxing by a bonfire. The sun has already gone down. The stars are out. You can see the stars out in this one. And they're just enjoying being together. And that's what they really, really want. So the requirement of that is to end this energy here. 5 of Wands in the after tarot is the same as 6 of Wands. It's completing the challenges, changes, and moving into the 6, moving into that victory. And so yes, they're going to stop this fighting, this internal battle, this lone path. They're pointing me to this one, my guides. In solitude's embrace, singles find the strength to regroup and rediscover their path. By moonlight, I'm hearing. By the light of the moon. And at the end of this next chapter, because I read them this way, the messages will come in, and the messages will involve a truth, because with this one, this is the arrow here of truth. Okay, so moving forward, lots of messages, lots of changes. Once they get past this, it's going to move incredibly quickly. And it's about happiness. It's about love. It's about acceptance. It's about inner child growth. Okay? They're learning how to love themselves thanks to you. And that's the message you're going to be getting. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Thank you so much for being here. If this reading resonated at all, please make sure that you are liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. And I would love it if you would put something in the comment section as well, even if it's just an emoji. If you're interested in private reading information, that is all in my description box. And check out your other placements, because these readings are for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and Cross-Watcher energy. And if this is where we leave it, then thank you so much for being here, and I will see you on the next video. Bye, Capricorn. See ya.